Hello and welcome back to the Big Blue Van. I'm Thomas, and today we're at the Blanchard Dam in Royalton, Minnesota. We're looking for a special rock today called Staurolite, better known as fairy crosses. Now, I was here earlier this year, but the water was a lot higher than it is right now, so I'm hoping we find quite a bit more than I did last time I was here. So with that, let's get to it. As you can see, we've already had some success just on the gravel road that's on the way over here. Pretty nice agate. So the water has dropped quite a bit since the last time I was here. All those rocks on shore were pretty much underwater. This water from this creek is like uncomfortably cold on my feet. I can't believe how cold it is. Well, we just found our first couple of pieces of Staurolite. This one's kind of cool. It's got just a little bit of a cross going on. And then this one's just a little straight chip, but it's still cool. We'll keep looking and see if we find more. Another little chip of it. Kind of neat. Just found a good example of what I think they call a St. Andrew's cross when it's at an angle like that. I've just been kind of flipping over some of these rocks here, seeing what's underneath them. Nothing. Here's a little chip. So I've been poking around this little stream here hoping to find some. I found a few chips and stuff. And then all of a sudden, found this. That is just awesome. Perfect Maltese cross. Other side's not as good, but yeah, this side is really good. Super cool. Found something shiny here. Looks like mica. And right there, right next to it, it's a little piece of Staurolite. And right there, there is another one. So at 47 feet tall, the Blanchard Dam is actually the tallest hydroelectric dam on the Mississippi. So, interesting fact. It's definitely an interesting place in terms of geology. I think that's a really worn one. But I'm finding little chips like this kind of all over the place. Here's another. That one's a bit bigger. There's one. They kind of have this reflective luster to them. So that's how I've been finding them a little bit. There's another. It's definitely different than looking for agates. I'm more looking for shape when I'm looking for these than I am for color when I'm looking for agates. There's a little piece. That might be a little piece. I mean, there's just tons of little pieces like that around here. I was just stopping to take a look at this kind of interesting host rock here, and all of a sudden that reflecting caught my eye. So it's another kind of, not really a cross, but almost a cross. Still neat. There's so many little chips and pieces like this around. It's crazy. And of course, as soon as I say that, I can't find any more. There's a little one. Little tiny guy. It's weird, they got this kind of diamond cross pattern, or cross section. Here's another one. Slightly bigger. Yeah, just tons of these around though. Pretty cool. There's one that's kind of buried here. Yeah, nothing too special about that one, but this one kind of looks like it has it's a bit of a, you have to use your imagination, but it's a bit of a cross. I'm not entirely sure, but this one almost looks like it could be a much larger piece of it. I mean, it's got kind of an interesting luster to it, and it's got a diamond shape to it, so like I said, I have no idea, but I'm surprised at how heavy this rock is. Here's another kind of use your imagination piece. This one's quite a bit bigger though. You guys are gonna think this is fake because of where it is, but I assure you, that's how I found it. Nice letter T. T for Thomas. It was sitting right there for me. I've been checking kind of these scummier rocks over here, hoping that they aren't as picked over as the cleaner rocks further up shore. And so far it's been paying off. I have no clue what this rock is, but it sure does look cool. And it also has some Staurolite in it, embedded in it. So we found a piece of really interesting host rock here. Pretty neat. I just love this kind of silvery luster it has to it. As I'm rock hounding, I have to keep reminding myself to blink, otherwise my eyes are going to be really bloodshot when I'm done. Look at how thin this stuff is. You can see my finger right through it. Pretty fascinating stuff. I think I'm going to head back to the van and put my waders on and do some rock hounding up this creek a little ways. I'm still shocked at how cold that water is. You definitely don't want to touch any of this stuff. It would not make for a fun few days later. Maybe I don't want to rock hound in the creek. Just found two pretty nice agates right here in the road. But I'm guessing if there's nice agates here, there's got to be some really nice ones in the creek. So at least that's what I'm hoping. The decision is really getting hard now. But like I said, I think there will be even better stuff in the creek, which is saying something because this has been pretty good stuff so far right in this road. about 5 seconds after stopping the last recording, found another one. What do I do? Well, that's kind of crazy. I thought there'd be at least a little bit of water in the creek, but there was last time I was here. Well, this is all the Staurolite that I ended up finding. I'm quite pleased with the amount that I found. Over here we've got lots of little chips that are just straight pieces, but I think they're kind of cool. You don't see too many diamond-shaped pieces like that. Here are the St. Andrew's crosses, the ones that are at an angle. This one's probably the best example. And then down here are the Maltese crosses that form at 90. You can see the little plus here. This one's kind of cool because it has a hexagonal cross pattern. And you can kind of see where the rest of it once was, but has since worn away. This one was really good piece. And then the perfect little cross. Well, not quite perfect, especially along the back there, but still very cool to find that. And then I ended up finding another smaller one. And it wasn't quite as good as the one next to it, but still exciting to find. And then one more that's kind of, you can kind of see it was there. This one also has the hexagonal cross pattern, which is cool. And then over here, we have a few that are still embedded in the host rock. Well, this one's not really embedded. It just has a bit of host rock still attached to it. But this one, and especially this one's really cool. And I guess the host rock is actually schist. So I guess you could call this holy schist. But yeah, definitely some interesting stuff. It was a really cool place to rockhound, and I'm sure I'll be back again there soon. Until then, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.